Welcome back to the channel. We are starting off this week's vlog a little bit differently because we always start in the morning. It's when I'm at my best, truthfully, which is why in real life, because this isn't real life, I've been trying to take better care of my evening afternoon routine. There's such a mood boost on the horizon because the sun is finally staying out later. I feel like it's so much easier to have a little bit of self-care for myself in the morning because Matt's at work, I'm just home alone with the girl, even though she totally dictates my life. Either way, I just think that there's so much fun things to do in the evening time for yourself. It is 6:30 right now. We are in a totally annoying phase of trying to redo our bedtime routine. I feel like this is just something that for the first few years of your kid's life is just going to be changing every few months or every couple years, whatever. I don't know, this is my first time, but I do know that babies change very quickly. We are way past the 4-month sleep regression, but we are still on the struggle bus. The girl has decided she doesn't want to sleep anymore, and we were doing so well. We're attempting to regain mental sanity in the evening time. Matt gets home around 5, and so I like to take an hour tops, honestly, to myself. But then since we moved up her bedtime, it's almost like we don't really have the time to ourselves anymore. But I think it'll pay off once we get her to go to bed earlier, and then we just kind of reverse it. She's upstairs eating with her dad right now. And here's everything that I'm loving for my self-care wellness right now. I have a whole little thing of trinkets. Okay, I told Matt right when he got home, I was like, I feel something's brewing. Something's brewing. So if you haven't seen me talk about this, it's the Armra colostrum. You can see it says immune revival. If you don't know what colostrum is, I would have never known if I wasn't a mom, but I also was so confused what it was. And my friend Jackie Oshray posted about it on her Instagram story months ago. And I DM'd her. I was like, okay, please explain to me how this is colostrum, because I was like, I don't get it. I know how important it is and how liquid gold. It's amazing. And so this is legitimately colostrum. It's what mammals produce. We are mammals, but it's what all mammals produce within the first 48 to 72 hours after giving birth. What you want to give the baby first, right? Well, I'm not a baby, but I have the needs of one. So it's pure, potent, bioavailable, biopotent, cold chain technology. So this is actually a bioactive food. It's not just your average supplement. I've been taking this for months. You've definitely seen it on my YouTube as well as Instagram. I'm almost done with this one. I have a fresh one upstairs. I use the unflavored one. It's so easy to add to literally anything. And what I like a lot too is that since it is bioactive, you can actually take as many scoops as you feel you need to. The recommended is 3 to 4. And what I do know is to maintain the potency of the bioactive ingredients, you don't combine with hot liquids. So I don't combine this to anything hot. I got a water to bring down. Sometimes I'll do just 6 ounces. Sometimes I'll mix a little bit more with a little bit more. You've seen me put it in matcha, smoothies, all of that to say. It's an immune barrier superfood. I started taking it for immunity and for gut health because my stomach obviously was all out of whack after being pregnant. I feel like I really need to focus on my gut health, and then obviously our gut is our immune system. What I meant when I told Matt that it feels like something's brewing, I haven't taken this in a few days, and I feel like my mom was just on a plane and I don't want to get sick. So that's when I usually add an extra scoop. I've noticed such amazing benefits when it comes to bloating and just feeling so much better in my gut. Also, my skin is literally gorgeous, so clear, because it's gonna balance out all of that in your gut too. I just think this is one of the coolest wellness innovations in supplements in a really, really long time, which is why you've probably seen everyone talking about it. It's also really good for your hair because it's gonna reactivate your hair follicle stem cells, which is another thing that I've been struggling with, is hair health. It's gonna hit every single thing we need. I've seen a lot of people dry scoop it. Should we try it together for the first time? Matt's mom dry scoops it. She just has the little to-go pack. She just does the unflavored one. Should I do it? I'm scared. Why do people do this? Whoa. Oh my God. I was not expecting that. Felt like a candy. Maybe I'm a dry scooper. Oh my God. This is such a scientific product that I'm just absolutely fascinated with. And I looked into it so much before actually making the purchase myself. And that's why I'm so lucky to now be partnered with them. So I got a code for you guys. You're gonna get 15% off. So for your first order, get 15% off. Go to tryarmra.com/Lauren Elizabeth or enter code Lauren Elizabeth at checkout for 15% off your first order at tryarmra.com. Now since I'm a dry scooper, I'm definitely gonna keep this one on my nightstand so that if I forget to put it in water or something, I'll just dry scoop it before bed. And then another little self-care thing that I've been doing is the Skinny Confidential mouth tape. You've probably seen me post about this as well on the other platforms. It's like this, and this is like another kind of like science-y situation, like Huberman lab coded for mouth breathing versus nasal breathing at night while you sleep. So there's like a physical looking difference in your face if you're a mouth breather versus a nose breather. It's not just when it comes down to like snoring, it's genuinely like the shape of your jaw, hunchness of your face. Of course, Lauren Bostic made this like so cute and obviously sealed the deal for me finally wanting to try it, because my whole thing of why I didn't want to try it is a lot of people do the tape where it's just right here. Now I'm not as afraid of that after trying this, because it really is like the way your mouth naturally wants to rest. I find it so much better for my teeth grinding, and with the Invisalign in, it makes it so much easier to sleep now that I do tape my mouth shut, which is thrilling for Matt, I'm sure. The reason I finally tried it is because she put a little slit in hers. So it's like technically like you can still get a little air out, because my whole thought process was like, what if I like stop breathing through my nose in the middle of the night and then I die? Dramatic. It also makes like the whites of your eyes brighter, and it gets more oxygen to your brain so you get better, deeper sleep. More science. We just got this. It's the Osé Vagus Nerve Pillow Mist. Science meets wellness. Is there a theme? So it's a serene pillow mist creating a calming atmosphere to transfer bedtime into a soothing moment of zen, sprayed generously onto pillow and linens, external use only. I love that it's just like vagus nerve spray. Then also go in with some spray magnesium. Back on our light mask, I do this one, then I do this one, then I do the both. So I do it 3 times total through. Then I obviously have my prescription medicine for my crippling depression. Just kidding, I'm not crippling depressed. Then I got this for my hair to sleep so that it's only touching silk. And I actually don't love it in a sense of it's just a little bit too tight. I have a very big head though. Also like apparently like my daughter does, because that's the only thing the pediatrician ever says. He's like, yeah, all of her like percentiles are great, like her head's just like a little big. And I'm like, my girl's perfect. I've been struggling with headaches between postpartum and the Invisalign. It's just like I can't have something like giving me a headache. So I ordered a sleepy tie, which I think might be better for my headache situation, but I'm still keeping this for like day 1 blowout. So those are all my little like nighttime rituals. Oh, and of course filling up my humidifier, because that's really important for especially like the breathing at night, headaches, all that stuff. So that's my little currently loving nighttime wellness essentials. Invisalign not included. I wake up, take my mouth tape off, scrape my tongue, brush my Invisalign, and I just like wake up like $1,000,000 until I just get tired again. That's a lot of good stuff. That's a lot of good stuff. Hello. The girl's bouncing. Yeah. I'm really excited. Actually, that just made me remember. Today, we start tennis. Woo! So this was my Valentine's Day gift. Favorite color, I think my favorite color is green. I don't know, just depends. Gotta take off the wrapping so I don't look like an amateur. I had a tennis racket in Los Angeles, but I'm pretty sure I gave it to Hudson, my brother, and that's just too complicated to give back. So obviously have your mans buy you it. Guess we're not returning it, but it feels great. Oh, that's nice. I'm gonna go to a drop-in class, so I don't really know what to expect, but basically I emailed the tennis person and was like, I want to smash on the courts. What? I'd love to play tennis. She was like, let's see where you're at. Drop into this class with Joey, which by the way, are you telling me Joey the Bachelor is my tennis instructor today? So that's what I fantasized about last night. This is one of my favorite basics. It's just literally a white tank top, perfect thickness, perfect length, everything, Abercrombie & Fitch. Then we got the usual gym bag, and then her diaper bag's in the car, so I just threw in her diapers and then her bottle. All right, so I just cleared out basically like everything of substance in the office because I wanted to shoot a like Instagram. I know I showed you guys this room last week, but also I'll show you what I'm wearing. I got this top from Aritzia. These are my absolute favorite t-shirts. I actually just went and bought the other colors I don't have because that's how much they're my favorite. I can't do crop tops anymore. And these are like low rise, oversized Dairy Boy jeans. And then Heaven Ma'am per usual necklaces, all on my like to know it. Yeah, I really wanted to put this somewhere. I actually love how it turned out, but it doesn't fit on the bookshelf, which is like, I wanted to be able to like stand it up, and that's just not gonna happen. So I just brought a few things from upstairs so that it didn't look like completely plain. Moved that over there, and then my mom gets here tomorrow, so I was like, oh, I should really film all of this. Kind of like got rid of all the cords by unplugging them just so that it looks better for Instagram. And yeah, I mean, I still love how it turned out. I'm gonna edit the TikTok, Instagram reel, make a like to know it of everything, just like the tedious stuff. I can't breathe. I'm like, I basically like go as fast as I can because she's obviously sleeping in her bouncy chair right now. And I'm like, what should I do? What should I do? So I did shower too. So we're like crushing it right now. It was freaking 70 degrees yesterday. Now it's 25. I'm not gonna take a walk because it's apparently 25 degrees outside. So we have to go to a quick errand anyway for Daddy's birthday. So let's go grab some coffee. This is still, to this day, I think the best jacket I ever bought. And that's why we love a good investment. It was on sale, and every time I wear it, everyone's like, where's that jacket from? Where's that jacket from? And it's years and years and years old from the Kooples, but like, I have not stopped wearing it since the year that I got it. One of my favorite things about jackets like this is that throw them over a hoodie, even with leggings, and you all of a sudden look like you're wearing a real outfit. And then this is the best. Like I've said before, you get so much more confident going out as a mom. All that there is bottle, formula, diaper, wipe. Well, 2 diapers. Let's go. I got me Invisalign today. Good morning. I look like a crazy person because I am a crazy person. Oh my God. My mom came in town and I decided to just take the weekend off. So that's where I've been. I'm also, how do you do 2 things at once? I don't know. The girl's also playing over there. I'm trying to vlog on my phone and my camera at the same time, and I don't know if any other creators do this, but if they do, can you explain to me how they do it? I'm like, why would I record the same thing twice if you guys follow me on both? But also like some people don't, so it's good to post on both. I don't know, it's just so weird, but I had a revelation of like what I want to focus on with work, since you guys know that I'm struggling with the balance of being a stay-at-home mom and working. Like I said before, being a creator is not the hardest job in the world, but it definitely is a job. And so to like kind of try to do both simultaneously is just a little bit more difficult than I thought, which is fine. It's a challenge. I saw the, oh my God, you guys, I saw the perfect explanation of what I've been trying to say since I became a mom. Remember how I'm always like, it's not hard, because like hard is associated with like just like terrible bad things, right? And I don't want to say that motherhood is hard. And this girl was explaining how like marriage is hard, because everyone's talking about how marriage is hard on TikTok right now. And she was like, it's not hard in that way. It's hard in the sense of it's challenging, but like it's challenging because like good things in life are challenging and they help you grow as a person, and it's like what you need in life. So it's not hard in this like terrible way. And I was like, oh my God, that's what I've been trying to say about like being a mom. Like there's just so much talk about how it's hard. And like, of course it's hard because it's challenging, but I feel like people are now making it seem as though like it's not worth it and it's not enjoyable and it sucks. Don't do it. You agree? She's like, you talking shit over there? Yeah. So I was like, thank you so much for taking the words out of my lisping Invisalign mouth. So I got the Invisalign. The girl actually came with me. She's so well behaved, it's insane. Do not know what genetics got her that. I'll have Dr. Hoffman explain it to you guys when I go back in next month, because he's the genius and he's the one that's been like fixing my teeth. And it was, you guys know that my New Year's resolution was like commitment and consistency type thing, especially when it comes to like taking care of yourself. And so that's why like Invisalign, it's like we're starting it, we're finishing it, we're getting it done, like done. And we're gonna look back and be like, oh my God, aren't we so glad we did it? I sound like such a mom. What? Oh, ooh. I'm right here. Whoa, Lauren. Mom's gone. There's laundry everywhere. The girl is girling. I even got my nails done while my mom was in town. I've been getting so much better at my self-tanner. I've been doing such good skincare. The self-care has been self-caring. It really has. What should we do? What are you laughing at? I'm not even gonna say that I'm dumb because we're learning. We restocked the tray. This is the first time I've ever done a restock, so obviously the website is live, and obviously it's live, and I haven't even announced it, and I'm pretty sure 2 people just ordered it. Oh my God. I feel like $1,000,000. Why, you ask? We started sleep training. No sleep training. Obviously, I'm not letting her cry all night long, okay? Please. I could barely crate train a dog. You think I'm gonna let a baby cry? And by barely crate train a dog, I never was able to crate train. I gave up. But now I'm like, this is like real life. Like I need sleep. Lauren, you have to do something. I have to change the battery. That's what I have to do. Hold on. I couldn't even tell you how long she hasn't been sleeping for. It feels like it's been forever. But then like you have like one good night of sleep and you're like, oh my God, that was nothing. But it was a long time. Last week I made like a million excuses. I was like, I don't feel like trying to do it tonight because I was just so tired. And then like in the middle of the night, I would just like give up, whatever. So last night I was like, okay, we're doing it. We're doing the like wait 5 minutes, go in, calm her down, leave, cries, wait 10 minutes. It's like the Ferber method where basically you just like kind of up the increment of time. You up the time in increments. Of course, we got lucky last night. I went in after like 7 minutes or something, or like 8 minutes, I don't know, soothed her out of the crib and then put her back down. And then when she cried again, I waited 10 minutes. And I honestly could have waited 12 because she was so close to self-soothing. And I texted my girlfriend, I was like, if she like kind of stopped crying, but then like kind of starts again, do I still go in at 10 minutes? Like, should I keep waiting? And she was like, no, like she's so close to falling asleep, like let her do it. And so I did, but then it was like an extra minute and I was like, okay, like maybe I'll just go put the binky in. So what I did is I soothed her for like maybe 15 seconds in the cribs. That is something I learned on TikTok from this girl that was doing sleep training. And I feel like the best thing as a mom is you just like take what works and leave what doesn't. And so far, like for me, like the increments work, increments of time, instead of letting her like actually cry it out, waiting so that she knows that I always come back. So she doesn't have like, you know, this like cortisol spike of like, oh my God, my mom never comes when I cry. Like I come eventually, but you're also able to self-soothe. Other tip from TikTok was while they cry, just still soothing them in the room while they're in the crib so that you know you're there, but you're not picking them up. So after I picked her up once, I really wanted to focus on not picking her up again so that every time she cries, she doesn't think I'm just gonna pick her up. She slept from like 9, it was 9 or 9:30, I think. No, it was like 9 till midnight. Woke up, let her cry for 10 minutes. And this is when it's like, Lauren's tired. Lauren doesn't feel like doing this shit. But I was like, Lauren, do it, okay? And I don't talk to myself in third person often, I swear. Went in, picked her up, calmed her down, put her down, slept the entire night in her crib. Thank you. Thank you. I'll be here all week. She's in like the cutest phase where all she wants to do is lay on my chest and like snuggles into my neck, and like I'll pick her up and she'll just like lay in me and like hug me and cuddle me. And so it's like so hard. Yesterday we did all contact naps, which is why I was like, okay, like you have to go in the crib. That's also a bad habit, even though I enjoy it. So I'm not too harsh with it. But I was like, okay, I really have to work. So if we're gonna do this insane thing called working and being a mom at the same time, we gotta learn to sleep in the crib. So she's been napping in the crib. I'm basically super mom of the day. It's finally nice here in Chicago too, which is just the best. This is when you're just like, oh my God, this is the best city in the world, because the sun's also staying out later now. It's just like the world is our oyster. And sometimes I lisp so bad with this Invisalign. It's so embarrassing. I figured out the restock for the trays. I just locked the site and then talked to you guys on Instagram and relaunched it. We sold out within a couple hours, so the trays are gone again. And now I have to figure out if I want to restock them again, if I want to make a different tray. I know I want to make another tray and like do other stuff, but I'm just like, should I simultaneously work on my new thing while restocking, or should I just work on the new thing? It's like, oh, see, this is where I start yawning because it's very stressful to me. But I feel like I'm in a decent place in a sense of like, I'm kind of on top of it, but I'm not like ahead of it, you know? So I felt like I was like treading water for like 2 weeks, and now I feel like I'm swimming, but I'm not swimming fast. and that's on metaphors. Spring is sprung. We got a huge Revolve order of so many cute clothes. Another one. So everything's already linked on my Revolve link, but I'll do a try on haul for you guys in the next video because I'm really excited about some of the shoes that I got. If you follow me on TikTok, you already saw them. I did a screenshot, but I'm just excited for spring fashion and fashion in general. I've been wearing some super cute outfits lately, if I do say so myself. They're on TikTok most of the time, I think. But yeah, so I'm gonna edit this so I can get it for you guys. I know I skipped a week. I met these really cool YouTube followers at brunch spot I was at over the weekend. Obviously had to buy them all a round of shots and sit with them and like chat for an hour and a half and gossip, because if you come up to me and you say hi, that's probably what's gonna happen. They were like, you didn't upload last week. And I was like, girly pop, let's sit down and have a talk. So instead of getting my ass home to work, I sat down and I socialized with them, which I think is also part of the job, you know? I'd say so. We are behind, okay? I was treading water. You know the drill. Let's stop recording, start editing, and start vlogging again.